Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Scorpio energy. We have a married risk taker starting us off. I'm going to get some cards from the Mega Oracle deck 1 and 2 from Manifestation Alchemy. My tarot decks are listed down below in the description box underneath the video. I'm going to get a few of these out, and then we're going to get tarot on top of it to fill out the story. Well, we have a married risk taker who experienced bad luck, maybe now feeling a financial failure or a failure in an event of abundance. And we have robbery, sneaky, stuck energy, and sex magic. Maybe they kind of got seduced into taking a risk, sexually, and how it's like, oops. It's kind of like the devil whispering in your ear, and it's like, oops, did the devil lie to you? Did the devil not come through on their promises? And now you feel stuck that you got seduced, and the bottom of the deck has funny fake empress. An empress, normally, male or female, it just represents someone who emotionally, in the upright, a true empress would be someone who's just and fair and hardworking and creative and inspired and does everything with love and is going to give birth to a new life. And somebody got deceived by someone who presented themselves as someone who is loving and abundant and maybe surrounded by luxuries in life. And somebody took a risk to go towards that person, and it did not work out because that person was not telling the truth. They were not abundant. They were not loving. It's kind of like what our shadow side does to us, our fears and insecurities and self-limiting beliefs tell us that we can have all our dreams come true by not putting in work and effort, or by not being honest and loving and all those things. And then we find out that that was all a lie. But by the time we find it out, all the people who maybe were in our life who were loving and kind have left. And it's like, shoot, now I feel stuck because I made a really bad decision. It's like, yeah. Okay. Okay. Show you some of the cards here. So, we have married or marriage. One person in the relationship could have wanted people to protect the future. Where people are in the Four of Swords, they're healing from past pain and heartbreak. In the Page of Cups, they offer love to healing. They offer love to the past so that they can keep moving forward. And that people have good boundaries, to the past, again, to protect the future. Where people are willing to take creative, inspired action forward. But someone else in the relationship could have been defensive to all of that. Because, in order to heal our past pain and heartbreak that does make us fearful and feel insecure and have self-limiting beliefs, we'd have to put in some time and effort to look at those things and be willing to look at them. And there's a lot of people in the world who do not want to look at those things. So they were defensive to healing, to like offering love, to apologizing, because they're very defensive. And they could be somebody who always plays the wounded warrior, like, I'm the victim, poor me, when things don't move forward. But it's like, well, they didn't move forward because of all these issues. But, they'll finagle that around so that they can play the victim in the scenario. So because they have an energy, though, of wanting to win at all costs, that's someone in a relationship who they're sure someone's going to get hurt in this relationship. And they don't want it to be them. So they'll kind of take creative action to be defensive and maybe take a risk. So they decided to walk away and hide. You other positive Scorpios, you could have seen that this person seemed to be defensive and had a win at all costs attitude, almost treated you like an enemy they needed to defeat in the relationship, because people who are really scared of love and being emotionally hurt because they don't nurture themselves and have a strong enough emotional foundation to be brave enough to weather storms that might come their way. They're really defensive, and the person who can hurt them the most, which is true of all of us, the person who can hurt us the most is the people we love the most, but most of us trust those people. We feel like we've built up a strong enough relationship that we can have trust. We believe we're going to work together. And unbeknownst to you, some of you, you are working with someone who was a win at all cost person. They're very afraid. They could have been in shadowy Scorpio energy. And shadowy Scorpio energy is, can definitely be more on the surface, shallow end of emotions. Because they're so afraid of being hurt, they treat you like an enemy, and they're so sure that you're maybe going to walk away one day. They take a risk to walk away. Because if they didn't walk away in order to keep moving forward with you and to heal and to get good, to offer love and to have good boundaries, they'd have to do the Virgo hermit. Virgo's earth sign energy. That's about putting in work and effort to gain insight and wisdom about the past. About why they want to win at all costs, why they're so fearful and afraid. And some people would rather walk away than do that. And so if they know themselves better than you knew them, you probably didn't know they'd do that. So they walked away because they want to hide. They don't want to go within and gain insight and wisdom, but you did. And because of that, that person could have experienced bad luck. When you ignore love, when people are trying, the universe is trying to offer us love. And, yes, we can metaphorically accept that every day, kind of from the invisible realm, that, I think I was put on the world to be in loving, kind, reciprocal relationships. And, we believe that the divine wants us to treat ourselves in a loving, compassionate manner, to forgive ourselves and people in the past. We're fallible human beings who make mistakes, that, the universe is always offering us love, so that we can learn our lessons and let go of the past and keep moving forward in our life. But some people don't want to learn their lessons of the past, and they always ignore love because they're always focused on those relationships of the past that didn't work out. And because of that, they can take risks in relationships and walk away to hide that they ignore love. And because of that, relationships end on them. And because of that, people can feel left out in the cold from relationships and marriages. So whenever they mention financial in the tarot, I kind of think of it as abundance in general. Their abundance that was theirs for them failed because, as a Four of Pentacles, they're a person who's unwilling to work together with others. They're unwilling to open up. They're unwilling to move forward. They hold back. They can be a little selfish and greedy in a home, a relationship, a marriage. And because of that, their whole sense of abundance, if you were to watch any Mind Valley videos on YouTube, Mind Valley, search them on YouTube, and it's all this stuff about that everything's energetic. And money is just another form of energy flowing to you. And the most powerful energy we can have flowing through our life is love. That from love we can be creative and inspired, and we come up with these new creative ideas, and we feel really abundant. It comes from love that we feel that way. And for people who shut down, reject love, refuse love, or fearful of love, it reflects it in so many aspects of their life. So the financial failure is basically a failure of abundance within their home and mind. And what they're not showing people either is that they wanted to have a new beginning with the King of Pentacles, as a King of Pentacles, that it's all about money and materialism, image, wealth. Maybe they left one relationship with someone who was like in positive Virgo energy and positive Scorpio energy. People who are risk takers. People who are willing to walk away from the old ways of thinking and believing because they have gone within and they've gained insight and understanding about what didn't work in the past, what they hadn't wanted to look at. But it's our fears, our insecurities, and our self-limiting beliefs that keep us from having emotional wish fulfillment. And these people went within to gain insight and understanding, and they're willing to walk away from those old ways of being. In the Eight of Cups, you're headed towards Nine of Cups wish fulfillment. Maybe this person was in a marriage and they were defensive to healing and offering love or apologizing because they actually wanted to take a risk. Maybe they felt their emotional wish fulfillment was somewhere else. I don't know that they went within to gain insight and wisdom, though. I think they just took a risk thinking, I think my wish fulfillment is somewhere else. I don't think I have to heal. I don't think I have to offer pure innocent love or apologize to people. I think I can still stay defensive. And I think, that even though someone I was with was offering me love, I'm kind of focused on a third party from my past. So I'm willing to let this relationship end, and I'm willing to hold back from a creative, inspired marriage or relationship, but I don't want people to see it's because I want to have a new beginning with the King of Pentacles. Either someone outside themselves or just that they want to be that. They're willing to let go of this relationship or this marriage because maybe they think that they can be really successful by themselves, being wealthy and stable and abundant on their own if they're not in a marriage and if they don't heal and all those things. They can be king of the world. I'm all about money, image, status. But then we have robbery, sneaky, stuck energy, and sex magic. And the whole reason is a fake empress. I definitely think they got in a relationship with someone else. Or their own fake empress. It's their own shadow side. The positive empress would be our most positive, abundant side that says, yes, let's be brave, let's be bold, let's be, get ourselves suited up with love and compassion and forgiveness to get over our fear and insecurity and self-limiting beliefs so that we can give birth to a new life. Being bold and confident and brave and willing to put in the hard work and effort and dedicated and balanced. An empress is in positive energy, is harnessing positive Libra, Taurus energy. Libra is about being balanced and just and fair, and Taurus is about putting in the hard work and effort. But they listened to their fake empress side, their shadowy side that said, we don't have to be just and fair and balanced. We can just do what we want that's best for us. And we'll be able to be surrounded by the luxuries of life, either being a King of Pentacles all by ourselves or having a relationship with the King of Pentacles. And a King of Pentacles would be somebody who's very stable and abundant. In a positive, it's supposed to be somebody who's nurturing and loving. But this person in shadowy Scorpio energy might be, I just want to, be surrounded by wealth. Had some cards fall on the table here. So let's see. I kind of did that, and these cards fell on the table. Again, that they might not want people to see is they might want to repeat past patterns of the past because they know how to look victorious and successful in the world. Or they might want to reunite with someone from their past so they look victorious and successful. But what they don't want to do in a positive Scorpio energy is they don't really want to work within themselves from an emotional foundation in order to get themselves balanced, to get them out of their fear and their insecurity and their selfishness, to get themselves balanced in love and justice and fairness. That it's Cancer energy of unconditional love for home and family is how you get yourself balanced and how you actually take the reins of your life. But this person doesn't want to do that. They just want to repeat past patterns of the past, ignore love, and so long as it makes them look victorious and successful, that's good. Well, it got me curious. Tell us about the robbery card. What happened? What happened? Well, I would say, oh, wow, that wasn't showing was the devil. So it kind of had looked like that they could have been in a relationship where the Emperor and Empress, that's a couple in the tarot, where people emotionally know their worth and value, where people move forward in love. And I was going to say, since it's a robbery card, that this person could have had this, but they decided to offer their love to be sneaky. But since we saw that what they were hiding is they could have been with a true Empress who did emotionally know their worth and value, but they presented themselves as an Emperor, someone who makes decisions that's best for everyone, but they were hiding that they were toxic. And in their shadowy Capricorn energy, they can be selfish and greedy and have addictions and be all about money and materialism. So, because of that, they stole from a positive relationship in order to make an offer of love to being sneaky. Tell us what the being sneaky is about. Yep, they decided to bring down a foundation on love and a loving home and family, probably because those people were willing to stand in their truth and power and speak the truth, and this person doesn't want to do that. They've decided, kind of in their more shadowy Scorpio emotions, that they're going to live more from the mind and they're going to do as practical and reasonable. And apparently what's practical and reasonable, and because I do see the King of Swords as Libra energy, in their sense of what's just and fair, is that they should be able to be selfish and greedy and just be surrounded by the luxuries of life. So tell us about the stuck energy. Things changed. They became single. You know, I think they already kind of had ended this relationship. They could have, you know, over here, they held back from a relationship ended because they walked away emotionally. They ignored love and a cycle ended. Then they kind of felt like a financial failure. Basically, because they were unwilling to be in loving, warm, kind energy, being authentically themselves, being loving and nurturing. Instead, they reject that. They kind of maybe decided that I want to have a new beginning, just be a King of Pentacles or with a King of Pentacles. They could have went and gotten in a new relationship with someone. They thought this person they got in a relationship with maybe was an Empress, maybe a Queen of Pentacles, because they want to be a King of Pentacles. So they had been decided to be sneaky and deceptive and selfish, maybe with an Empress, Queen of Pentacles, thinking they could move forward. But this was a fake Empress they got involved with. And that fake Empress is maybe selfish and greedy too. And they offered their emotions. Maybe their whole plan was just to bring down the happy family for this person. You know, maybe the reason this person was defensive at the beginning was because they'd received communication. Maybe when they were married, maybe somebody sent them communication. The Eight of Wands is about communication. That made this person be defensive of healing and apologizing, and they chose to, or offering love to people who were healing. They decided to be defensive instead, took a risk to walk away and hide that they're ignoring love and letting a cycle close on them because they could feel that if they stay in the marriage or the relationship, that they won't reach King of Pentacles status. They might fear there'll be financial failure. They don't believe in their own creativity. So they got in a relationship with someone who had communicated to them that you can come have a relationship with me. So this person was kind of in toxic energy. This person who looked stable and abundant and wealthy, though, was actually not loving, not fertile ground. It was not going to reap positive things. They were selfish and greedy. And they actually offered their emotions. Maybe their whole plan was, I just want to bring a foundation of happiness down, either for you or the happy family you had been in a relationship with, because maybe they feel like they're the judge and authority, and they didn't think it was fair that other people were in loving, kind relationships. So they communicated to this person to be defensive and take a risk and come get in a relationship with me. But then once the person got in a relationship with them, that other person brought down, this person maybe thought they were going to be all happy in this relationship. It's like, oh, sorry, no. Things changed, and now this person's single and they feel stuck. Tell us about the sex magic here is our last card in the series. What's the sex magic? Like a soap opera. So now they feel stuck. Heck. If this person didn't get in a relationship with someone else, it's just that they want to be a King of Pentacles. So they decided to be toxic with the positive, nurturing people in their life because they're harnessing these in shadowy energy. They're emotionally invested in money and being surrounded by luxuries in life. So they offered their emotions to bringing down a foundation with that happy family because they've decided they're the rule, the law, the authority. They tried to maybe cause the people they had been in relationship, they were trying to stop them from moving forward, of feeling stable and abundant by doing this. Because if people are kind of in toxic energy themselves, they don't want the people they're in relationship with to be abundant, creative, and independent and all that. So they'll go to great lengths to try to make those people not move forward. They know they're not willing to put in the work and effort, so they'll go to great effort, walking, distancing themselves emotionally, ignoring love, holding back, being toxic, being controlling, emotionally investing in letting a foundation fall because they're the boss, they're the judge, they're the authority. Who is it for anyone else to deem that they, I don't know, guess aren't supposed to be in absolute control of everything? Apparently there's no equal give and take in this relationship. They were hoping that other people would feel stuck and they wouldn't move forward. They could have been happy that people feel betrayed and now have their sword up to working together with other people and having a new beginning in the energy of love. If this person did get in another relationship, they're happy that the people that they betrayed have their sword up to them and have their sword up to the fact that they got in a third party because the third party offered them a new financial beginning and they viewed that person as a love choice. And they get to be a King of Pentacles maybe in that relationship because they view relationships as just optional or love is optional. They're in a relationship just to be surrounded by luxuries in life and to make it look like they gave birth to something new. But again, they could be using sex for getting offered a new financial beginning in a relationship, male or female. If any of them got in a relationship and then the person they got in a relationship with, who they thought they were going to have a new relationship with, that person ended it, now they could feel stuck because they're single. If any of them learned their lesson, they learned a lesson about people who communicate to them when they're married, saying you should walk away from them. If somebody's telling you to walk away from a relationship, I don't know if they have such good morals and character. If they do learn to stand in their own emotional self-sovereignty and get stable within themselves, get over their toxic energy. This person had a lot of toxic energy to get over. They would get emotionally clear that they need to have their sword up to third parties and they need to offer their resources to being in Gemini loving energy. But if they are still in stuck energy, which this person looks like they would have been in pretty shadowy energy, now that that other relationship didn't work out for some reason and they're single, they would still be happy. Maybe they're going to try to use their sexuality to be codependent on someone else, basically use their wiles on somebody who's been betrayed before. See if that person wants to get in a relationship and maybe offer to get in a love relationship with them. But They're lying. They present themselves as being loving and nurturing, but this person doesn't come from love. Ugh. Yuck. Let's go see what they do come from. For these people that are fake Empress energy, they present themselves as loving and abundant. They're a liar. They self-sabotage themselves. What else are some of the shadow aspects of these people that present themselves, try to present, under the robbery card? They were kind of hiding their devil nature. It's like, oh no, I've decided I want to have a new beginning with you. I see you as somebody I could have a future. Queen of Pentacles would be somebody you see as a future partner, male or female, and that they want to move forward in love, but they're hiding the fact that they really try to want to feed off of you. And, you'll have to look at some of the narcissist videos I have in my section. But if you click underneath the video, I have some other YouTube videos, sites that I like. And then when you click on the name I Alone Fly Tarot, it'll pull up some different tabs. And if you look under playlists, I have some videos under there that are good. But people who are tipped out of balance, especially if they want to be surrounded by luxuries in life and probably kind of be pampered and treated like they're the star of the show. They want to be in relationships with people who are kind of over loving, have a lot of love to give, so that person will keep feeding them, pampering them. But the person who does that never gets a fair and balanced relationship. This person might present themselves as loving, but they really don't open up. They're not authentically themselves. They're not loving and kind and, generous like that. They only enough to get what they want. Addictions, argumentative, egotistical, because they are possessive. Lovely. So, Scorpio, if you're in a relationship with someone like that, I hope this would be the positive Scorpio energy within all of us. We all have a shadowy Scorpio nature. So positive Scorpio energy. Walk away from those people that are defensive of healing past pain and heartbreak, who are defensive to offering love and apologizing, who play the wounded warrior, who are defensive, who take foolish risks and walk away emotionally because they don't want to go within to gain insight and wisdom, who ignore love, who hold back, are unwilling to open up in a loving relationship, who reject being authentically themselves and being nurturing the things that they invest in, who try to steal from you. We have a Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus. And let's see, Knight of Cups is Pisces. People who are controlling and selfish and greedy, who want to give birth to being emotionally invested in money and materialism. And that's the foundation from which they offer love. They're trying to bring down your happiness and your truth. They're trying to destabilize you, to make you feel stuck. They try to maybe lure you, saying that sex will make you happy, that you should just be in triangulated relationships. It's love that makes us happy. In a loving connection, there's intimacy connected to it. But it's your shadow side that says, just be single and you'll just be happy being in relationships with third parties. Just offer them money for them to get in a relationship with you. That's not going to be sustaining. Do you want short-term victory in your life or long-term victory in your life? Do you want meaningful, deep? Scorpio's the deepest emotions we can have. It's the deep mysteries of life, of passion and sensitivity, of depth. Don't let anybody steal what you deserve, all you Scorpio energies. Bring down a tower on these people who think that they're the law and the authority. There is a higher law and authority, and we deserve to live amazing, happy, joyful, creative, inspired lives, not to be with people who want to try to steal from us, who are maybe possessive and controlling, who try to clamp down on people who are creative and inspired and emotionally nurturing, who let toxic energy stand between them moving forward in love, because they're so much in like their pride and ego and intimidation and control of Scorpio energy, shadowy Scorpio energy. Be single and independent of those people. Hold your sword up to people who want to be in triangulated relationships. The universe is saying, take the lessons you've learned, keep moving forward in the energy of love. These people are fake. They just try to look like they have good news and try to show off that they're loyal, being fake rich in their narcissistic type relationships. Let them have their shadowy relationship. You go have your own positive Scorpio energies. Being emotionally self-sovereign, emotionally independent, work together with others, with other people who actually use their resources to be in the energy of positive Gemini loving energy. So there you go, Scorpio. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.